Board of Education members, Dr. Materano, good evening. My name is Ryan Zhao. I'm a junior at Howard High School and a student representative on State Superintendent Chaudhry's AEPI work group and a member of the AEPI Youth Ambassadors program. Tonight, I wanted to share my personal story of how the Lunar New Year has impacted my life. 8 years ago, as a third grader, I sat in this very seat and asked the then board to place a professional development day on the Lunar New Year because I wanted to be able to celebrate this holiday with my grandparents who lived overseas. I'm grateful for the board's decision to give students a day off on the Lunar New Year, allowing me to celebrate such an important holiday with my family. As I've grown into a young adult fully immersed in American life, I still feel deeply rooted in my Asian heritage, largely thanks to the Lunar New Year. I have a very close relationship with my grandparents, specifically my grandfather. I remember how he would always cook my favorite dishes and write his favorite poems for me in Chinese calligraphy. When I was in the first grade, he came to the US to visit my family. Every afternoon, he would walk all the way up to my bus stop and wait for me there. Even though he was in his 80s, with shaky knees, he would always be waiting for me in rain and shine. We always had the most interesting conversations on our walk back. He would tell me stories of how he started off in a poor childhood and worked hard to become a doctor. During the fall, we would pick up fall leaves and flowers and press them into little bookmarks, which I still use today. Even though my grandfather returned to China, we still keep in touch through video calls. However, as my schedule got busier and busier, I had less and less time to talk to him. Fortunately, we had every Lunar New Year off. My brother and I were able to celebrate the New Year with my grandparents. We would talk for hours and laugh at my baby nephew's antics. Those memories, those moments have become my most cherished holiday memories, just like many of my American friends' Christmas memories. Despite being an ocean apart, spending this holiday with them has allowed me to feel close to them. Those special moments have also helped me connect to my culture and heritage, which is a large part of who I am. Last year, my grandfather, who is now 90 years old, got COVID during the Lunar New Year season and had to spend the holidays isolated at home. Though he fortunately recovered, it was a stressful time for my family. I was so glad on the Lunar New Year I was able to FaceTime him. We spent hours talking and watching the Lunar New Year gala, making such a difficult period all that much easier. For my brother and I, there was nothing more meaningful than being able to celebrate the most important holiday in our culture with our grandparents, even if it was just through FaceTime. By the 2025 to 2026 school year, I will have graduated, so this calendar does not affect me personally. But I know the Lunar New Year truly means a lot to many Asian American students who rely on this day to spend time with their family and create memories. I asked the board to reconsider the calendar and place a professional development day on the Lunar New Year, Diwali, Eid al-Fitr, in the 2025-2026 calendar. Thank you.
Thank you.